Dark.
People are not gonna take me as a serious Twitch streamer if they just hear noises from a ghost. Ah! What was that? Okay, can you hear me now? Yay! I was just saying, hey Nate, how's Twitch said, how are you doing today? That was weird. This is already starting off so crazy. Alright everybody, I am reusing this thing I did for Thursday when we played Oregon Trail, the Wild West background. Now, granted, I don't have the green screen behind me. Why don't I have the green screen behind me? Well, I'm gonna be playing a scary game instead, and when you have the lights off, green screens do not work well with the lights off. You need uniform lighting for them to really work well. This is going to be my second time playing Silent Hill F. I played the first hour of this game, so this is literally me picking off within about an hour after the game starts. It's still really early. I only played this one other time, so I'm just literally just a second time play, picking off from where I am. About an hour in. Some spooky stuff has happened for those that are not in the know. And actually, let's just switch over. Hope you have a great day, by the way. Good to see you. Let me drop the lights. Make it extra spooky. Extra scary. Oh man. Why dare you spoil the fact that the hills are not very silent? I am doing very well since you're here, Twitch son. I'm doing very well, thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'm gonna turn on the screen brightness and make it extra spooky. Oh, Katie's doing well. She went to bed a little bit earlier tonight. We got a big day today and a big day tomorrow. Sorry, I'm starting late. I did say I was gonna start at 9 and it's 10. We'll play for a couple hours, play some Silent Hill F, which is my second time playing this, but she's doing very well. Thank you for asking. Yeah. One of the things about Silent Hill, and now I'm red with blood. The thing about Silent Hill is I played the first one, I played the second one, definitely played through the second one. Now I'm starting to play F, and one of the interesting things about these games is they usually take an Americana. Most, I think, a lot of people think like Pennsylvania, like a mining town that's been broken down. But this one takes place in 1960s Japan. In a small village, Ibisugoku. I probably butchered that 50 times this Sunday. And you're playing as a young heroine who sees some of her friends. Her father is a drunkard. He has some violence issues. And she had to go to the general store, and well, let's just say the town becomes not so silent. It becomes quite foggy, quite scary, and quite ethereal. And at this state, I have been teleported to another world where I see a person, a Fox Max, trying to guide me through, and that's where I'm at in the game. So it's about an hour in the game, literally a second time playing the game, and that's where I'm at. Now, not to talk up things, but for the first time ever in my life, I went outside this country with my wife Katie. We finally did our honeymoon in April. We went to Japan for 10 days. We went there for a Star Wars convention. We went to Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and Akone, Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and Nari. Yeah, Nari. Hold on. My brain is really starting to remember that. The deer, Japan, Nara. I knew I was wrong when I said Naru. Japan was amazing. And the reason I'm bringing this up is not to like brag about the trip to Japan. Even though it was amazing, I love Japan. I highly recommend it if you ever get a chance. But this town right here that we're gonna see, that we kind of see in this title screen, it reminds me a lot of Kyoto. Now, Kyoto's a big city, but we went to a smaller part of Kyoto where they call it the Philosopher's District. We actually stayed at a townhouse there for a couple of nights. Highly recommend doing a townhouse, especially this one we went to. It was amazing. And price-wise, not as bad as you think. You think, oh, you get a whole townhouse, it's going to be like hundreds upon $100. It's actually not that much more expensive than a hotel. It's very, very cheap. I think it was like barely a couple $100. And we spent a night in this beautiful townhouse, and I highly recommend it. Japan's like pricing of food and stays are crazy cheap in comparison to America. So definitely recommend a few things. Sorry, I didn't look at the chat, but Nate's like, I love this deck so much, don't worry. I was saying the name of the town to myself so much reading the notes. I have no idea how to pronounce it too. Oh my gosh, go to Japan is actually my dream. And I just want to put on a fancy kimono and drink sake out of a bowl. I think I'll die happy. That's how I felt too. We stayed at a ryokan for one night in Akone because we recommended it. And it's like a nice room. You have a hot tub, a hot bath. But the thing about a ryokan that makes it really nice is you get like full breakfast and full course like dinner served to you. And it was kind of one of the crazy experiences to have a multi-course meal served to you. It's very traditional. The food was definitely very out there, but great. We like taste like fish intestines, all sorts of stuff. There's some weird stuff on our plate, but a lot of it was really good. And we had to put on kimonos. We had to like, the sake was amazing. We had to like go very traditional, and it was a nice way to kind of decompress after we spent the first leg of our trip in Tokyo, which Tokyo's a city. Tokyo is a crazy huge city, but I love Tokyo. We went to many different parts of Tokyo. As we made our way out west to Akone, then to Kyoto, then to Osaka, then to Nara, and then back and ended off in Tokyo. But anyway, time to play the game. Sorry, kind of rambling about the trip. It was crazy. Again, this was the first time ever in my life I've ever been outside the country. It was definitely a trip we planned for years. We've been married for about a couple years, so this is a honeymoon that was much delayed, but definitely worth the trip. It's definitely one of my favorite highlights of this year by far is going to Japan, because I always wanted to go to Japan, and it's amazing. The people are fucking nice. I knew just a little bit of Japanese, nothing to really carry too much of a conversation, but I did surprise some people. We got some. Oh shit! Hold on, I forgot. Whoa! Hold on, I need to remember buttons. Fight. There we go. Again, second play, I have to remember buttons. Now this game is very kind of janky with this combat. You have to be very thoughtful with each move you do because it uses your stamina. There's a lot of delay if you make the wrong move, as we're finding out right now. And this Japanese schoolgirl is gonna kick this beast's ass. Oh, I can't. I don't have any stamina for a hit. There we go. Oh, I missed. There we go. When it glows like that, it's kind of your cue to counter, I think. There we go. Is it dead? Is it finally dead so I can talk more? Yeah! The Crawly Man is coming for you. Nate's been to Ireland and Italy. Ooh, that's amazing. I'm going to Barcelona in a couple weeks, so I've been around, but I need to go to Japan. Oh my god, all that sounds amazing. It feels more like Dark Souls than Silent Hill. At this stage, it does. How was Ireland, Italy, and oh well, you haven't been to Barcelona yet, so I'll ask you about Barcelona later. All right, so basically, right now I have to solve a puzzle. I believe the puzzle is lightning casts down from the heavens, split asunder the decay tree. From the earth grows kudzu, the prophet of eternal prosperity. Now, the one thing about this is the one part that we didn't see because it's my second playthrough. Not second playthrough, sorry, my second time playing the game. I didn't play through this game just yet. Is there's Emmys, like these little charms you get at temples, which we actually brought one back with us from Japan, which almost, you know, I'm gonna grab it. Hold on. I'd be very stealthy. But this is an Emmy, so this is stuff you could get to write kind of your wishes for the year. I dated this April 23rd, so this is when we went to a temple. Oh my god, if I left the stove on, we'd be dead. And so basically I have to look at the Emmy that's left at this temple to get clues to help solve this puzzle. So the only reason why I'm kind of showing this piece that we got back. Ooh, there's a little bit of Sharpie mark on this. Almost want to clean that off. Get very self-conscious about this one. Hopefully I didn't give myself bad luck there. He left the still on. Highly recommend if you go to Japan, please check out the Inari gates. And one of the things about Japan I do love is the public transit there is amazing. We never rented a car. We took purely bullet trains and their rail systems in every city. And you could get across the country and inside the city so easy. Everything's so fucking prompt, so much better infrastructure than here in America. It's crazy. The amount of stuff we could go.
Mass attack starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like, there's a lot of
mass
stuff
attack.
Hear me ramble about Japan, but I took too many photos. I need to post those photos on Instagram. I keep forgetting I have so many photos I need to post. Oh my god. You know what else is cool? Streaming for charity. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god, I'm getting attacked. The Emmy puzzle scarred me a bit though. Yeah, you know what else is cool? Streaming for charity. Thank you, Mr. God. I am going to be streaming for charity next Friday. Starting at 3 p.m. Eastern, 10 hours of scary games. I'll be playing 10 scary games. And one of them may be this one. Who knows? Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Holy shit, I'm being hit. Oh my god. I kind of forgot I have this. The bunnies are on me. Hi, bunnies. Thank you so much for that. Alright, so back to the game. I guess I haven't played a game, right? So we got to do the sign for lightning. Now I need to figure out the other piece of the puzzle, which is for the Earth Grows Kuzi, the Prophet, Eternal Prosperity. So let's figure that out. Oh, you can do as much as you want if you want. I'm not forced to do more, but I take no offense to you attacking me. And Mr. Sorgon, not to call you out, but I hope everything's going well for you, and I hope your travels go well and safely. Have you played much of this game, Nate or Mr. Sorgon, or anybody else that's watching right now? And yes, this game, I'm playing a dark room, so I'm not doing a green screen. So again, we're going old school, non-green screen, square in a corner man here. I guess I could turn up the brightness on this just a little bit. Oh wait, I just realized something. I didn't have my laptop plugged in. Holy shnikes, that would have been a rude awakening in the middle of the stream. There we go. There we go. Now that makes sense. Cool. Sorry, guys. I just realized that I didn't have this laptop plug in. I stream using a laptop. And I got to realize that laptops can run out of power. So just as I showed earlier, these are the Emmy. I got my Emmy in the Kyoto Philosopher District. I think we did draw some Emmy in the Nara Gates as well, and a few other places. We actually went to a temple outside of Nara, and there's of course the deer in Nara that will bow to you when you feed them and all that stuff. But the temple there, they actually have this one of the biggest bronze Buddhas, and you had to crawl through this. Oh, if the game's too loud, let me know. You had to crawl through a hole in a pillar to get good luck. It's very claustrophobic, and I was actually scared. I let a lot of people in front of me to do this, and I drummed with the courage to do it. I did it once, and I did it again to show Katie that she could do it too, and she went through that, and I had to give her a lot of credit. She was really scared, but it was definitely a big claustrophobic experience. But I highly recommend going to the temple in Nara and going through what they call the National Buddha in the pillar. The game sounds so good, but also my claustrophobia would kill me. It was, I took about 10 minutes literally to some of the courage to go do it. So you don't have to do it when you're at the temple, but it just felt like a bucket list item to do, and I ended up doing it. And then Katie ended up doing it too, but I let so many people in front of me. I was like, you go in front of me, kid, you go in front of me, lady, you go in front of me, sir, like. Alright, now I need to figure out. It's been a while since I played this, so I apologize. Use the pills. I need to look at the enemy to figure out the puzzle and remember. So let's see. Do I have to go back the other way to look at that enemy? Am I doing the wrong enemy to look at? Oh. Hello. Oh. Oh, I was stuck. Ooh. Oh, wait. I suck at Dark Souls games, and I'm probably gonna suck at this combat right now, too. And my stamina. Oh, fuck me. Take your pills, girl. Fuck. Oi, you stink! Take all the pills. These guys are brutal. But I might try anyways because I like being scared like a weirdo. That's the thing. Yeah, I did get a bit of adrenaline going through it because I thought I was going to get stuck. And I was not stuck. Hence why I'm here. Weird gangly white man stuck in Lucky Pillar in Buddhist temple outside Nara had to get saved by local firemen. Let's all point and laugh at him. Hi! Bite! Do I need to go backwards? I thought you could look at the Emmy and get the pieces to the puzzle. I thought that's what I did before, unless I'm going insane. I'm gonna go backwards a little bit just to make sure. Again, I haven't played this game for a few days. It's my second time playing it, so this is real confusion. Okay. So maybe I'm just... I need to go the other way. Alright, I went into this pitch black maze made out of hay bales at a tarp as a kid. This is what Nate was saying. And I thought I was going to be lost for... Oh my god, that's scary. I remember being lost in a mall as a little kid. And being somewhat traumatized, being like lost from my parents. I was disconnected from my parents. And some security person, I think, found me or something like that. And we ended up like looking for my parents. We ended up obviously finding my parents unless... You know, it'd be creepier that the people I went back with are not my real parents. I went back with some psychopaths instead of my parents. So for decades, who I thought was my parents were not my parents. Now that is a horrifying thought right there. And my real parents are still putting me on milk cartons looking for their little Sean. These are the kind of things that will traumatize you. Yes. Alright, I can look at this Emmy right here. Which again, not trying to brag about my trip to Japan, but these are legitimate things that you'll see there on all many different structures, all many different type of temples. There's so many temples there. Now, let's... have to figure out Prosperity Kuzu, right? It's going to be a thing where I'm going to be a little lost. That looks like a hydrangea. Lightning cast down from the heaven, split asunder the decayed tree. From the earth grows Kuzu, the prophet of eternal prosperity. Start writing the script. Oh my god, I should write the script for that movie. That actually would be a pretty good horror movie right there. Or like a twist to a horror movie. Wait, what? One left. Okay. What does the one left mean? She said one left, right? And I am playing this game in Japanese because I'm a weirdo like that. If I play Ghost of Tsushima or games based in Japan or another country, including Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I believe, when it's from France, I'd rather have it in the native tongue with subtitles. I'm that weirdo. I mean, I know it's a virtual experience, but I want it to be as authentic as possible. So in this case, I wanted, if it's Japan, I want them speaking Japanese. Obviously, I need subtitles to understand, but that's what I want. Reminds me of that movie, The Visit, where those kids visit their grandparents, but they actually were just psychos. Oh no, I get that. I play all sorts, all the Persona Japanese. Hell fucking yells. My man. I'm gonna admit I'm a little lost right now. Okay. I'm hoping to fill in the part I need, right? Like it did with the top. Unless there's something I am completely missing. All right, so I looked at all these except the snake. Okay. Welcome back, Mr. Silvergon. I hope you're having a great day. It got to where I can't watch anime or anything in dub. I totally understand. I like to watch most anime in Japanese myself. I mean, I don't mind anime dubs sometimes. I feel like I grew up with dubs with Dragon Ball because of Toonami, right? So for me, I don't feel bad watching dubs of certain shows I grow up initially seeing them in a dub. But then when I get introduced to new anime, such as like Demon Slayer, for example, I would like to watch Japan. Could I show one more Japanese trinket I got? Would you guys not mind if I show one more thing? I'm not trying to brag about the trip. I know I'm sidelined from the game, but I have one more thing I kind of thought about that I'm going to briefly, very briefly, make a point of. Here we go. So, while we were in Osaka, I went to a bookstore. And I had to buy. You know, things about yen to American conversion is Japan is crazy cheap. Food, like 7-Eleven has amazing options for food. Like you could get a smorgasbord of a high quality food for like under $10 in Japan easily. And the bookstore is no different. You could get a manga for dirt cheap. I think this was literally like $5 US. But I had to get a manga while I was there. So I got it from the bookstore. I got it in the cover. They asked it for a cover, right? I almost am afraid to take the cover off. I'm so scared to take the cover off. Obviously, I'm taking it off the wrong way, so... You know, I'm going to put it back on. I don't know. I don't want to take the cover off now. But what I end up getting was Demon Slayer. The first issue. And you know, as a manga, it's in Japanese. I eventually will learn. This will probably take many years to learn to read, for sure. So I admit I did spend a few bucks for something that I might not be able to read. Maybe I'll watch the manga again and translate from there. But the art is beautiful, and I had to get I just went to the bookstore. I was like, look, I know I'm not going to be able to probably read this for decades, but I'll get it. I just want to, sorry, I don't mean to show up, but it's like literally right by me. So I figured, why not show? All right. Back to you. Yeah, and again, like, the pricing in Japan, like the yen to American conversion blew my brain. The most expensive part of the trip was the plane tickets. We got like nonstop from Boston, Japan. That is the most expensive item of the whole thing. The hotels were not as bad as I thought they were going to be. The food was definitely one of the cheapest things. Like, I did not anticipate food being so cheap in terms of the quality and everything else we did. Like, Japanese, everything in Japan, including McDonald's, are fucking amazing. And it is a conversion of currencies, but like, it is insane. I kept some yen too. I made sure to pull out some yen and not spend it when I was there, so I still have some yen with me. But it is insane how cheap you could get food in Japan. Same thing with like different items. There are some pricier items, some pricier trinkets, shirts, and things like that. I'm not trying to oversell the fact that you could get a shirt for $5 or something like that. But there's a lot of things that end up being very cheap in Japan. I guess as an American tourist. That really surprised me. Like, when I was going to different stores and things like that, I was actually kind of like, what's the conversion? And I'm like, 1,000 yen is $7 US. At the time, it may have changed. So just like thinking about that now, it's literally just like, wow. Like, how much is that? A couple thousand? Oh, so that thing is literally only, that thing is 800 yen. That thing's under $7. Like, it's, I don't know, it's just insane when you really think about it at the end of the day. Let's see. Sorry. It's just so cool even to have, even though you can't read it. I need authentic Japanese ramen immediately. Dude, that's one of the first things we got there in Tokyo is went to ramen. I made sure to say oishi, delicious Japanese, and the chefs seemed to really appreciate it. I said, arigatou gozaimasu. Like, I try my best. I hope I did not insult them at all. And first night we went to a random ramen place, and it was fucking amazing. Thanks, Nate. Okay, now I won't be able to type. Make sure to keep me awake, James. I will, with my screaming. No pressure. Oh my god. Thank you. It's good to see you guys. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit. Nate says, when I was younger, I thought people in Japan were actually spending millions of dollars on meals. You think so too, because, sushi here is very expensive. And sushi there's, I think it's, sushi there, from what I remember, is cheaper than here. But a little pricier than some other food items. But we always kind of thought of, like, because it is, I'm going to be mean here, the quality of food in Japan is really fucking good. So at the end of the day, I always thought that was going to be the most expensive part, was the food or the souvenirs or some of the touristy things. And honestly, the most expensive part was the plane tickets. Like the plane tickets were like 50, 60. Plane tickets were probably like about 60%, 2/3 of the budget. That's the craziest part. At the end of the day, the plane tickets we got was probably the most expensive part of that trip. And I would then say hotels probably was like a quarter or whatever, and everything else I would put is like the remaining percentage points. Like, granted, we didn't do like Disney Sea or something like that. We didn't do like theme parks, which maybe are like $60, $50 or a ticket or something like that. We didn't do things like that, but we still did a lot of touristy things. We did a lot of travel, and at the end of the day, I think the most expensive part really was the plane tickets. Dude, there's one thing we did not have time to do. I really want to do. There's I'm probably gonna butcher the name, Aragashi Bamboo Forest in Kyoto. It's like far west Kyoto. So we were like the east side Kyoto. This has been the far west Kyoto. And we had a few days in Kyoto. We had to jam a lot in this trip, admittedly. We had a little over a week and a half. So we did I felt really satisfied with our trip. At the end of the day, I love our trip. I think we definitely will come back. We have more to do, but I felt like we did what we wanted to do. We did everything we wanted to do except one thing. And the Aragashi Bamboo Forest is very iconic, and you could go there at any time. We did the Inari Gates this one day, and we spent our time doing that, majority going up Mount Inari and seeing the 1,000 gates, and I'm happy with that choice. But I knew in my heart, and I wrote on this piece of paper when I was planning, it's like, it's going to be probably this or this. And when I talked to Katie, it's like, I'm not saying we're trading, but we're essentially probably focusing more on this with the possibility of missing this thing. And the Aragashi Bamboo Forest, we were really debating going there at night, because you could go there at night. And we looked at a lot of reviews and a lot of like insight, and a lot of people are like, you're not going to see anything at night, but you could go and it's super scary and it's lights. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of low-key kind of wish we did it to scare the shit out of me, but we ended up doing something else with the tail end of Kyoto. I think we ended up just going down more of the district and eating and doing other things there. But it would be kind of cool to go to Bamboo Forest at night. The Bamboo Forest and cherry blossoms are things that are top of the list for me. I just haven't done much research on specific regions. I'm not trying to say I'm a travel advisor, but I did quite a bit of research. If you need any tips for certain things, like certain places to stay at, just let me know. I do have some recommendations for the places we've been to. Again, I'm not going to say I'm like the be-all, end-all stop for that. I mean, I went to a lot of different YouTube channels, like Abroad in Japan, for example, for like little insights and tips when I was planning this out. But I will definitely recommend a few things. Do a ryokan for a night. I definitely recommend doing a townhouse in Kyoto or Osaka. Like, go to booking.com to look at townhouses. I could recommend one that I loved in Kyoto specifically if you want a specific townhouse, because the townhouse alone for just a night or two is amazing. This is just hotel speak, sorry. The Godzilla Hotel, which is in Shinjuku, Japan. The Shinjuku District, Japan is amazing. The Shinjuku District is awesome. The Harajuku District is awesome in Japan. I could go off for days. I could go off for days on things to do. And now I'm trying to figure out this puzzle. I don't even know if I'm going to figure out this puzzle in time, but we're going to find out. All right, so what am I missing? And now look at this one. And did you go to Shibuya? We did. We went to Shibuya. We actually went to a right outside Shibuya in Harajuku, which is close to it. We actually went to a micro pig cafe called, I'll type it in. This I highly fucking recommend. I highly recommend this. There's multiple locations of this, but there's one in Harajuku. I did 50 minutes there. Price amazing. Unlimited drinks. Pigs. The little piggies that go on your lap. This is one of the most fun, odd experiences ever. I highly recommend going to a Micro Pig Cafe. For sure. And we did go to Shibuya. We went to the Shibuya Crossing, the Scramble. We went to the Shibuya Crossing and the Lost Bar. I think it's called the Scramble Crossing. There we go. And if you go to like Osaka, fuck, I'm gonna butcher this. There's a old school tower there that I highly recommend. We went down, of course, one of the flashier districts there, which was really a lot of fun in Osaka. We definitely went more downtown Osaka, but we also went up north Osaka. There are maid cafes. We did not go to a maid cafe. We were highly recommended it. We went to Super Potato. We went to the Electric District in Japan. I believe, hold on one second. I just want to not butcher this name. And that had, the reason why I'm bringing this up, Akihabara, thank you. I was about to say something wrong. Akihabara. And I don't know if you can hear me now because I think there's an ad coming on. Akihabara. Jesus Christ. Akihabara. That district right there. The reason I'm bringing up the story is they have nothing but really awesome arcades there. They also have maid cafes. And the reason I'm bringing this one up is, we did not go to a maid cafe specifically. There are tons of women in the roads just dressed as maids, as police people trying to get you to the cafes. And I thought it was pretty cool for a multitude of reasons, but it was definitely an interesting thing to see. And that is in Akihabara, which is more eastern Japan, eastern Tokyo. And I love that district. I would definitely recommend checking that out if you're curious about maid cafes and video games. Honestly, Super Potato, check out Super Potato. Super Potato is one of the most iconic shops in Akihabara. It's almost like this weird tight building, multiple floors, all old school games. I actually got a few video games from there. I actually got Banjo-Kazooie. I got Super Mario RPG on the Super Famicom there. Even though I have no means to play it, I got it from that store because it was not that expensive, and I wanted Japanese games from Japan because I was a fucking weirdo. And I got it from Super Potato. Super Potato is in Akihabara, and of course you have cool arcades there and the maid cafe. So if that's what interests you, put that on your list. Put that district on your list. I need to find the game cartridge. I may show that for a future stream because I think that's in the room with Katie, who's asleep. So I'm going to try my best not to do that. And red light districts, so I can stay as far away as possible. Honestly, I don't know if Akihabara had that going on because there was a lot of women there too. I don't know if they were soliciting that type of stuff. I didn't really quite see that, to be honest. We went to Dotonbori in Osaka, and that is super happening, like crazy packed, super visual. It has like the Running Man, the Geico sign you've probably seen. Go there if you're going to Osaka, but like I didn't really see the red light district, but I did have a lot of fun doing like ninja training, all that other stuff in like Osaka, like in the deep city there. But none that I can recall. And I'm being perfectly honest there too. Oh shit. I totally would recommend this too. Outside of Hakone, there is... Hold on. There's a volcano. And this is... Hakone is close to Tokyo. But basically, if you ever want to go outside of Tokyo to somewhere close by, that small village, check out Hakone and check out... There's a cable car that goes over this plume. And I'm going to write it down right here. That is amazing. It smells like sulfur. You get these black eggs there. It's volcanic plumes. And you could take a cable car. It's kind of scary, but you take a cable car, you could go over it, and then you could check them out. And if you ever want to see yourself, and you could take a train from West Japan to this area of Hakone. If you want to do something a little off the beaten path, that's a small town by Japan. Hakone is the place to go to. They have a Hawakundani and a few other things. And I highly recommend it. That was a suggestion. We stayed at Ryokan Hakone, and I am thankful for that person who gave me that suggestion. It's a little, I don't say it's a pain, but it's a little more travel to get to from Tokyo, but it's possible because we've done it. We went there, went back to Tokyo, then from Tokyo take a bullet train to Kyoto is what we did. But I definitely recommend if you want to take something a little outside of the city, like a smaller town, Akone is not too far away from Tokyo, and it has a lot of natural, beautiful stuff, as well as a very small town stuff if you want to check out the town proper. Those are some more of my suggestions. Sorry, back to the game. This has become a travel channel, James. Are you afraid of the dork? More like, are you afraid of my suggestions of cool things? Aha! I figured out Kutsu! Yay! Alright, let's go back. I got good luck from going through that pillar in Nara. I want to keep saying Osaka. But yeah, we didn't like go super north or south Japan, but when we go there again, we definitely want to go to North and South Japan, like cover all the bases that we missed the first time through. But I mean, there's so much to see and do in any country, right? And Japan is no exception. So, you know, I'm still happy with everything we did. I would love to go back again. Now I have an excuse to go back, right? Outside of seeing these things. And so I definitely would recommend visiting. Oh my fucking god. I don't want to die now. There we go. Up yours, bitch. I'm gonna make an offering. You could pray, make offerings here, and save your progress. Ooh. You need one more Emmy, I think. Oh, I do? Okay, thank you. I would love to go to Switzerland. I would... You could counter the monsters at the Rip Flash. The time it takes to get used to. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Sorry, second time playing. I would love to visit the mountains in Switzerland, too. I would love to visit Sweden, strangely enough. I would also like to visit Iceland, because Iceland's not a far flight from here. I would love to check that out, too. And, of course, I would just love to visit Europe proper. I would, you know, love to just go through Europe for sure. I think that would be kind of like... The one thing my wife would really love to do, and I also would love to do, is go to Greece. So I'm kind of thinking it's going to be Europe or Greece for the next... Well, Canada's probably would be easier, but I think Greece or Europe would be definitely the next thing I would like to check out outside of the country for sure. And then we keep going down that list. I would definitely would love to do that. Once I get kind of more my ducks in a row with my life, I would definitely would love to do that stuff. So I think I'm just going to enter this one more simple, but I think you're right. I think I may need one more Emma. I think I like to say Emmy. I think it's Emmy, Emma, plural maybe. Sorry if I'm butchering that again. I am not an expert in Japanese. I only knew a few phrases that thankfully for the most part made us, you know, Japan with the little I knew, I still managed to be there. I would also recommend if you go there if you have an iPhone. It's not me trying to sell iPhones. With Apple Pay, you could add their transit card known as the Suica card. Add that, and you could easily get around with just loading that on your phone and using your phone to tap and get to transit. I think it's Emma. I think I'm saying Emmy, and I think I'm dumb. And I'm typing this stuff out because I may be mispronouncing it, and I'd rather have you have the actual words than me try to butcher Haki Harbara, and you're just like, okay, you said that, but how the fuck do you spell that? Wait, don't I have that there? I do. I just don't have this. Okay, so those are those two symbols, right? Because there's no other. But yeah, I think you're right. I need one more thing. All right, so lightning cast down. Lightning's the first thing. The heavens. I believe the last thing we got was Kutsu. So the decayed tree, I'm assuming, is the middle. So let's figure that out. Sorry, I'm just making sure I can hear the game still. If the game's too soft, let me know. Aw, thank you, Twitch-san. Sometimes I don't feel smart. Oh, what's this? As I pass into the world of the dead, I pray only that I do not pass through the gates of hell. Please hear my prayer, oh God. This game does look beautiful, though. The first I would like to say is, I mean, I played a Silent Hill 2 remake. That's a good-looking game. But this game is beautiful. And again, as you can tell, I'm pretty enamored with Japan. So this is definitely just, like, hitting all the right notes for me. I need to post my pictures on Instagram, man. I was posting some pictures from my trip on Japan in April, and then I just stopped for months, and now I feel like I need to get back to it. People be like, didn't that happen like 6 months ago? And I'm like, yeah, bitch, but I want you to know that I was there. This game keeps throwing monsters your way. Alright, so these are the gates. Oh my god, it's like the Inari gates, like the 1,000 gates. I don't know if I'm allowed down there, but I'm going to check it out. Just make sure. You need to post them. I love to see. Okay, well, I started back in April, and then I got distracted. I mean, and at the same time, not to keep making this about my trip or anything like that, it's just that I also didn't want to spend all day just uploading these things. You know, I uploaded some of it, and then I was just like, you know what, you just got to, you know, take it in, take in that. Not obviously I would take pictures, but, you know, just you don't have to be social media, you know, X number of time that you have, right? So it's just like, keep enjoying it. We made sure it was a marathon, our 11 days there, but I made sure to make every day like count in some form. And at the end of the time, I was pleased. Like for someone who had never been there, and I did not have a travel advisor, I did not go through an agency. I typed out what I want to do, what order. I got the hotels. I kind of thought about it methodically, and then I printed it out, and I got a copy for myself and Katie, and I think I have a copy still in this folder here of just my travel itinerary and I also put notes like we could do this, we could do that, or we could do this and or this. So I made sure there was flexibility. I didn't want to like plan everything out to the number, like, oh, if we're not here at 10 p.m., we're gonna have to go fuck ourselves, or we have to eat here, or nothing like that. I made sure to make it loose enough where it's like, hey, these are some things I know we really want to see, so put them in there. Here's some optionals. Here's some ideas. But you know what? At the end of the day, if we don't do this, we're still gonna have a fucking good time. You know, like for example, the bamboo forest. I put that as like an optional, and we ended up not doing it. But I still thought everything else we did while in that part of Japan, I still did not regret doing whatsoever, and had a fucking great time. So that's the only thing I could really bestow. But God, I just forgot. I was thinking about something, and I forgot. It seems like you guys were able to shove a lot of stuff in. We did a lot, and I'm very happy that we did it. It was definitely something we delayed for a bit. And the funny part is, the Star Wars convention happened in Japan this year, and that we went to the Star Wars convention the first 2 days, and that basically said you need to go to Japan. This is the start of your trip is here in this part of Japan. Cool. Now we're gonna grow from there as far as we can. Crap, this creature. Can I sneak him? Can I sneak past? I think I can. Oops. I'm good. Also going to attack you, Game Chase. Prepare yourself. If you already did it, I apologize if I didn't hear it. I am prepared. In the dark. Oh man, here we go. I'm being attacked by snowballs or splooge balls. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh no, it's gotta be me.
Oh my god, you cannot see me anymore. Thank you for the attack. Thank you, son. I appreciate it, actually. I also want to thank one of our viewers for mentioning that the thing was attack. I am good night now. It's time to go back to the chopper. Alright, I'm missing something. Oh, fudge. I don't want to fight right now. You're too scary. Ah, fuck. Oh, Oh, we got that old school camera going on now. Jesus! Okay, I could have countered that. I saw that. That was a long attack. Oh, fuck. I feel like I just want to dodge that for some reason. I know the sign is to counter it, but I... Fuck. I should not have done a heavy. Fudge. Well, I suck. I've never seen that attack feature. That's a fun way to donate. Yeah, I had a viewer. So I added this extension, but I didn't realize I didn't activate it. So a few streams ago, one of my viewers was just like, "Hey, you know your viewer tech doesn't work," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "Yeah," and I just realized I didn't activate it like a frickin' doofus. So this is relatively new feature that I thought I had for the last few months. The sooner you get used to counters the game, it'll be 100% easier. I believe you. My phone thought I was talking to it. No. Alright. So what am I missing, right? So I can't look at all the walls. That is a known factor. We have 2 saves. Oh, right there. M with the question mark. So I want to go westward. To a jet to fly holiday. Oh, where would you go? Can't go up that way. I am very much confused. I am a little Japanese schoolgirl lost in the world of my nightmares, trying to figure out how to look at Emma and figure out this puzzle, okay? Ooh, it's scary. Come on. You can do it now, little girl. You know, guy, you got this, bitch. Ooh, bandage. Good to find that. Arnold needs to play a little Japanese schoolgirl once before he's gone. Yeah, he does. Don't. I am Japanese schoolgirl. Stop bothering me, boy. Arigato, Mr. Roboto. My name is Yoko. Better find out the rest of the puzzle right now. All right. Decay. I'm assuming heaven / decay tree, right? I felt like I looked at a lot of these, but okay. I'm a Japanese schoolgirl. You must believe me. Hi. Bye. I think I found it. That's a tree. That's a tree. Thanks. I did it. Now could I go? I guess I could go back and around. That'd probably be the faster way to do it. Dude. Actually, I want to look at this one right here. That was just circumstance. The hardest puzzle at A4 Meter ever has just been solved for the first time. Thank you. I got an Amamori, which is a cat. They love their cats there, and I love them for it. I have a cat guy. I do love dogs too, though. I grew up a dog, so I'm not taking any sides here, but I do love my cats. Bloodstained letter. For those who have yet to abandon hope, I have hidden the Amamori that protects against evil behind the Emma at blank. I can test the efficacy, however, no power is absolute. You must remain vigilant. This hero belonged to my grandmother, and I pass it to you. I do not think I have much use for it now. Also, very sorry to double upon it without finding a note hinting at it. I found the note after the fact. I'm pretty sure if the developers, I don't think they'd be watching this random stream, but they are, they'd be like, why did he do that? We must design it. Why do they sound German? All the Japanese developers sound German now. Mom, Dad, I don't think I'll make it home. I just wish I could see you one more time. Mayumi. Also, big things about Japan. Don't eat while you're walking there, okay? There's not a lot of trash cans. You have to carry the trash with you. Another thing I have to say is you put cash in a tin. You don't give it directly to people. What else little tips I could give? Hospitality tips I could think of. Don't talk on the phone when you're in a train. There's a lot of things I could think about that I had to research on because I did not want to look like not courteous. No tipping. There's also no tipping, which is crazy because, again, pricing there is not that bad. Don't eat and walk there because no one eats on the streets. There's a lot of other little things. He's a little stubborn, so I have to keep a very keen eye. Please do. And here's the thing: the Japanese people are so fucking nice. Like, you hear about it, but it is so fucking true. I remember we were lost in Osaka. We were looking for the Nintendo store. We were looking. There was a multitude of Nintendo stores, but there's like a big one in Osaka by the train stop where you take the bullet train at. And I remember just being lost. We went to a mall nearby, and I was like, "It's got to be here somewhere. You know, this has to be here somewhere." We asked a random person, and we don't know a lot of Japanese, so of course I'm doing very few phrases, and then of course I break it to English because I'm adult. But this person knew what I was saying, and they stopped what they were doing. They were like a custodian. They stopped what they were doing, walked with us outside the building. They stopped their customers. They told their customers, I need to help this person. They helped us random people out, us Westerners out. Walked outside the store, pointed where to go exactly to the Nintendo store, based on us just like showing our phone and doing these like minor things, and thanked us. Thanked us. I don't know why. We think this person, for example, and of course bow and everything else. And I looked at kids like, I did not expect the person to stop what they were doing, stop their job, told people they need to do this to help us out, to literally lead strangers exactly where we need to go. And I wasn't asking of the person either. I just wanted to get a better sense of like where to turn out the door or something like that. I was not going to this person like, you need to take me there. You are my tour guide now. Nothing of that nature. But that person, if you're watching this for some reason, thank you. And there's a number of people like that that helped us the fuck out. So thank you to each and every one person at Japan. They are fucking nice. Yeah, we do. I said you're nice, but still wouldn't want to disrespect her. Yeah, I definitely would not recommend disrespect her culture, which is why I did my research on that, and I did not want to go there and expect them to like wash my feet or anything like that. Nothing like, I don't want to be an asshole. I wanted to make sure I was as polite as I can be. And something we need of respect to Japan. We definitely need that more in America. There are nice people in America, but there's a different vibe. There's a different vibe here and there. Oh wait, I need to. Oh, you don't equip here. My bad. Equip here. I wanted to. Put that on. Ooh, what's your recommendation for a scary game I need to play? Because I'm flexible. I'm not trying to plug all the time, but next Friday, I'm doing a 10-hour charity marathon, 10 scary games. And I'm a little bit flexible at some of those games. So if it's not already on my list and you recommend it and it's not too crazy to get, I will definitely slowly restores health and current max save for set time can also be used as sub. Oh, that's great. I will definitely pay heed to that. I have 10 ideas, but I'm not stubborn enough where I'm not against replacing one of them with a suggestion. If that makes any sense. Oh, yeah, of course we want that. Oh, that's why, because that creature's right there. Fuck. You don't see me. You don't see me. I guess maybe it doesn't connect there? Does it not connect there? No, it does. It does. It's called Crow Country. It's an indie game that's very much to Old Town Hall, Resident Evil. Like, take controls and good puzzles, all that. It's just super fun. You know what? I'm going to look into that. And that may end up being a game I'll play next Friday for the marathon. I also want to do a little plug. On actual Halloween, I don't know if I'll be able to stream. because even though I would love to, but I have to think about trick-or-treaters and other festivities. But I might stream on Halloween. I might. But I'm definitely going to stream the night before Halloween, which I know is a Thursday, but I'm planning to do another Are You Afraid of Dork, a special Halloween Eve episode as well. So there's a lot of room for horror games, basically. So I'll definitely look at the Crow Country. If it doesn't happen in Marathon, maybe it'll happen in Halloween Eve, is what I'm trying to get across. I love suggestions. Because the thing is, I'm looking forward to is I put some things on the marathon that I never played. There's horror games I am intending to play in the marathon that I haven't even played once, and I barely know about. And those are the best type of horror games, are the ones I barely know about and I haven't played yet. And I do have a few for this coming marathon next Friday that I'm pretty excited about. Oh, the Halloween stream will go crazy. Oh, the charity marathon is next Friday, and then I'm thinking of a Halloween Eve night stream. For the charity marathon, I will spoil it. I'm planning to have this as one of the 10 games. So Silent Hill F, I'm planning to have as one of the 10 games. The other one I'm planning to have is actually Poppy's Playground Chapter 2. I never played that. I played Chapter 1. The other one I will spoil, I never played, is called Killer Frequency. And it came recommended. So I'll spill 3 of those of the 10 games right there. This one, Poppy's Playground 2, and Killer Frequency. Those are the few I'm lining up. Okay, so this is not the door. Okay. One thing I do want to say about this game that I really like, sorry if I'm jumping around a lot, is I love her journal. And what I mean by that is I love the art style of the pages for each of the characters. You could it's almost like I don't say it's Junto Ito like creepy style. Well, that one is. But it's just this obviously manga-esque, very, I don't say child-esque, but it's just the art I love so much. It is like, you get that sense of like, all right, this girl's very talented, obviously in art, definitely better than me, but it's such a great style and a great kind of inner dialogue when she's talking about these characters or monsters or the town she's from and things like that. Killer Freaky story was really awesome. Poppy Pet is so freaking good. You need to go get to chapter 4 before 5 comes out. It's super scary. Ooh, I only played chapter 1, so I want to play chapter 2. Killer Frequency, didn't know the story was awesome. See, I was, again, barely know it. Haven't played it yet. I'm saving to play for the first time during this charity marathon next Friday, so I'm happy to hear the story is awesome. And the little girls are so cool in the game. It's definitely Juji Ito. Thank you, Juji Ito. Like the humans before they turned into some sort of monstrosity. Hell fucking yells. Alright, where am I? Oh, fuck that. No. I want to see if I could not fight, but I'm pretty sure that thing's running after me right now. Maybe not. Did I luck out? I think I did. Hell fucking yeah. Use your legs, girl. Girl, use your legs. I will divulge something. And it's going to get a little weird here, but I'll say it like it is. I love my wife. Beautiful. But I will also say this. That, I'm typing that out. I don't know why. Actually, one of the things, let me pull it up here too, that I read from him that I actually really like, and I want to make sure I get the right names while I'm typing it up, is the one actually about his cats, but he puts it in a way that he was scared of. Juto Ito's cat, Yon and Mu. Juji Ito's Cat Diary, which I know is not straight up his like super horror style, but I love reading that manga because it's taking something that you think conventionally speaking is not scary, which is owning cats, but he's putting it from the perspective of the anxiety you get by having these strange animals, and there is a weird horror aesthetic applied to something that you would naturally just think is calming and cute, but the way that he puts that art, that anxieties in that Yon and Mew manga series, I actually thought was really fun to go through. I definitely would recommend that. And if you have any recommendations from, let me know. Another one I like. Let's see a list here. Was it the Hanging Blip that I read? Maybe it was. No. Don't think it's that one. Maybe it was. I'll have to make sure to see if I'll have to pull it up right here. No, it wasn't that one. I think it was... No. Slug Girl. Yeah, that one I have seen too. There you go. Sorry. I agree with you. I don't want to yell that out because obviously I love my wife. I have no problems with that. But... Oh God. Which way am I? Here we go. Slug Girl's the other one. But Yan and Mu, like the Cat Diaries from Juji Ito, is a fun read. Okay. Alright, so we got... Oops. I thought that was already preset. My bad. I forgot the name. This is what Nate's saying, but there was this one manga by him where a guy accidentally killed his friend and had to bury him, and his neck kept growing underground till like it popped out. Super creepy. Oh my god, I need to check that out. It actually sounds really horrifying. His style is freaking crazy. I love it. Are we good? Oh, okay. What did I do wrong? Oh, it didn't keep the lightning on top. My bad. I thought it did. I thought I remembered that. My bad. God, this game's so cool. Alright. Hopefully the game is loud enough. Let me know if it's not. Or like Five's collections are the course of 2 all-nighters. Rena's work in my bed with all lights on. Lights off hits different. Oh my fucking god. Actually, now that it's spooky season, I think I should just go and get one of his manga that I haven't read yet. Maybe I'll look up the one that you're talking about and just find out the title for it. And just read it one night. That'd be freaking dope. Alright, I got the stone key. Just what he said is probably something precious. Ooh. Oh. Thank you. Oh, crap. Oh, shit, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, okay. I dodged, bitch. A juke and jive. Ooh. Migraines are not helping. Run, motherfucker, run! He's killing our friends! Oh, shit. Ooh! Did I just dodge that guy? Dodge through him? It's one of my proudest moments. Oh, no. I'm trying to skip enemies. I'm that guy. There we go. I juked his ass like, whoa! 1 second. I'm trying to... This design's pretty cool too. Say it like it is. It's called Hallucinations from Horror World of Juji Ito. Awesome. I'm gonna check that out then. Thank you. God, the atmosphere of Silent Hill is so good. I know I sound kind of like smell my own farts when I say that, but Silent Hill's atmosphere, I dig it.
ひなこしっかりしろ返事をしろよかったお前は簡単に死ぬようなやつじゃないよな
シュウはまだ生きてる
サクコは無事だよな
Music's great too. I love the music.
What is going on? 街から誰もいなくなってる。これは悪い夢なのか？
どこに行っても化け物しかいない。悪夢以外の何者でもないな。
だとしても幸運だったよ。この世界に残ったのが2人だとして、そのもう一人がお前で嬉しいよ。相棒。
リンコは？
俺はあいつに話があるって言われただけで別にその。
リンコは無事なのか？一緒に逃げたんじゃないのか？
悪い。俺も混乱してたみたいだ。あの時はみんなバラバラに逃げた。俺もリンコの姿は見てない。
こんな状況でリンコはどこへ？
自分の家か。行ってみようぜ、相棒。
That's actually pretty sweet.
シュウ。
Ooh.
どうした？早く来ないと置いてくぜ。
Now that is cool as hell. That visual alone. Wow. Alright, we're gonna take a pause for a second here. I'm just trying to adjust this back, but Nate says Silent Hill's atmosphere can't be beat. I love it here, but I have to say that the Silent Hill 2 remake absolutely, oh my god, that remake was great. I love playing through the game again and form the remake, and the fact the remake I think is twice the size of the original version too. Like they added to that game, but it was so well done. And the ending still moves me to this day. Yeah, I know there's multiple different endings, but the revelation towards the end and all that, just fucking great game. Nate also said you'll literally be driving some Silent Hill soundtrack will come on that just sounds like a bunch of pains clanging around, and I'll turn it up. Yeah, so nostalgic. The Akira Yamoka? I'm definitely a Yamoka. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering his freaking name, and I do apologize to Yamoka-san. I believe that's his name, but he does the music, and I think he did the music for this game too, and you could tell. He is so good. Blank Fairy, need to check that out too. Hold 1 second. One thing that's bothering me is why this no work no more. Let's see. Sorry. I just want to have a scene here. I ran into some weird tech issues. I just want to have a scene here we could always switch. So like if there's a cinematic, I can switch to this. Oh, it's working. I just I'm just trying to fix one of my scenes. There was one of my scenes and my streamer was broke.
しっかりしないと
I hope it works now. Is it
とに
working
か
now?
くリンコを見つけなきゃ
Just let me know. I'm gonna ask, do you... Oh, cool. Sorry. I was just about to type because I was thinking, what if something else happened that I did not anticipate when I switched scenes? No, I ran into some weird issue where I have multiple scenes. I use OBS to stream. And for some reason, one of the properties that shows the El Gato is not working, so I had to create a new one. So it kind of messed up some of my scenes, and I just wanted to make sure that, you know, at the heart of it, we have, of course, this normal scene here. And then, of course, I have one scene at least where, you know, hey, we want to focus on the game here a little bit more. You can still hear me, you know, as long as that's available as well. Because not like I don't mind seeing myself or the chat during cinematics, but I also kind of mindful. Oh, sorry, I'm just reading that. Once your focus gauge is full, press R1 to perform a focus attack. Your max setting will decrease, but you'll unleash a devastating attack that varies with each enemy. Interesting. You can use items such as Une and Divine Water, or visit Hokora and choose Clear Mind, restore your current max sanity. If you have chosen story as your action difficulty mode, then you can recover both your health and sanity without using faith by visiting Hokora. Excellent. I am doing the basic difficulty that was recommended for the action, and I still kind of suck at it. God, this looks so good. Oh, fuck those things. Am I heading that right direction? Down this direction. Hold to focus. So they just full. R1 to perform focus attack. These things are so creepy. I'm actually trying to chase her to fight her. She's like, walk away from me. Come here, bitch. Gah. Oh. Yeah, that was a lot easier. The things I learned. I'm pretty sure they told me this earlier, and I was like, nah. I think I'll go back to where I was. I just wanted to fight her. But those things are so creepy with their movements. And obviously, I'm gonna put my little commentary in there. I did not see any videos of this game. I only see a review of the game, but again, the review is not spoiler. My intuition is her dealing with her femininity in terms of Japan. Definitely seems more of a tomboy, and I think those dolls seem like more of a demons of beauty, or the implied, you know, sexuality or whatnot that's expected of the women during that time. That's obviously me just kind of rambling a little bit on that, spitballing, but that's why I have a feeling those manifestations are essentially kind of narrating on, you know, words sounding philosophical this late at night. I haven't finished yet. I think I'm close, but yeah, there's definitely some sex, as in like gender issues going on here. No, sexy times with some ladies. I don't know. Maybe she's having basic sex issue too. Yeah. There's a thing with her shoe. You see that partner or whatever. You think, oh, the romantic pair, but I almost feel like I don't know. I haven't played too far in the game. I wonder if she's asexual or maybe, you know, some other type of orientation. You know, it also complicates things, especially very traditional societal Japan. And of course, here in the 60s, well, yeah, in the 60s here, it's definitely in the 50s, America, like, I mean, sexuality has been hard for a multitude of decades in America, I guess. Like, it's difficult even now, but, you know, we faced similar issues, of course, and even to this day. But
あの化け物もういないよね
but our friends are definitely a little weird. Thank you. I appreciate you not spoiling anything. And I'm still very early, as you can tell, in the game. Can I walk over here? Is that okay? But God, this is so cool. But I think that's the thing about like Silent Hills. There's always a subtext with the person, what the town kind of feeds off of, you know, and a lot of the designs are feeding to subjects like the nurses and James's story of Silent Hill 2, what they fed into with his problems. And I think that's always kind of a fascinating thing. Like we played through a Silent Hill, looking back at even just the monsters, you know, what they designed of. And I love Resident Evil. But the thing about Resident Evil, of course, is you got your zombies or your viral variants. You know, there's not like this thing like Jill and Chris really had this problems, this inner turmoil, and that manifests these zombies. Nothing of that nature. But that's where Silent Hill kind of steps in with more of that psychological terror that I really appreciate. There are some Silent Hills better than other Silent Hills. I mean, we were talking about 2. 2 is kind of a very iconic Silent Hill game. I think Silent Hill 3 was pretty good too. I remember the room. I believe the room was the 4th one, was pretty interesting. I did not play through the 4th one 100% though. So I am coming in like with a few hours of play, you know, coming up with my own thoughts on it. So I don't know how trustworthy that is. But everyone thought Silent Hill originated through Ancient Evil from the Tukla Lake. But this game throws that all out of the loop. It could be anywhere unless something similar happened in this town. Oh, that's true. I do appreciate it. I know there's some hubbub with people about it being taking place not in Americana. Sorry, I love to hear her talk. That sounded weird. The thing was that, but I love the fact that it's going to a different place, a different scenery, and I mean, especially with the Japanese developer to go to their hometown and kind of, you know, show like elements that we don't get exposed to in our part of the world, especially the 1960s Japan. I'm not too familiar with off the top of my head, but it is so cool to see that coming on right here in Silent Hill F. And it is our Japanese language is very beautiful. It is. The very few phrases I know, I was very self-conscious in saying, but I felt proud when it seemed like it worked. I mean, sometimes I don't know if I was being humored too, which is probably most of the time, but there's times where I was saying certain phrases that it seemed to elicit the response I wanted, you know, where I was complimenting a chef or, you know, asking for directions and things like that. Like if it... Oh, some shit's going down here. I can hear it. Ooh. Is it dead now? Yeah. Drain that sanity, bitch. Actually, I need to... Essentially, what a Japanese woman speaking. I was exposed to a lot of that in Japan, and it was amazing. All right, we'll go back to where I need to go. Oh man. What else? I was actually thinking of something, and I just just forgot about it. But yeah, Silent Hill is a great series. Actually, really early, like, I actually have been streaming for quite a while, I guess, but really early in my streaming career, one of the first, like, horror game streams I've ever done, actually, was with my friend Tim. I don't even think we called it Are You Afraid of the Dork? Like, I didn't think of the name at the time. It was, I think this story is about 8 years old or 7 years old, which is scary to think about that out loud. This is before I met Katie, actually, so yeah, this is a 10-year-old story. And we played Silent Hill 1, the PlayStation 1 game, together. And it was kind of a blast just to revisit that game with a friend. Not just the fact that I stream it or anything like that, but it was... I hope that video is up on YouTube. I hope I export on YouTube, because I think Twitch kind of purged a lot of older stuff, which is kind of scary to think about. But if I could find that and watch that, that would be really awesome. I think the stream kind of had technical problems, but just the idea of just us playing those games was so much fun at the time. I find it funny, the first time I find myself being a little jealous about your trip is when we were talking about the women. Aki? Again. Oops, clicked on something wrong. Again, check this out at night. And you'll see a lot in different clothes. And they changed the police people and were trying to arrest us. Jokingly. Just saying. Just saying.
It's night time. James gonna get a little feisty right now. Oh yeah.
I know I could offer things, but I kind of am afraid to. But I do. You get these to get some special buffs. Oh, well, yeah, definitely offer this. Yeah. And that's where you'll find some cafes too. Yes, I definitely will recommend that district of Tokyo. And there's probably a few others, but that's one I'll recommend. Okay, reduces sanity damage taken for set time. This helps with sanity purely, which is something I need to take perspective. Is my health healed though? Actually, it's not. Interesting. This is probably not the place where you... Yeah, no, I'm just being dumb. How much do I need? 400? All right, I'm going to use the water. Cool. Obviously, I'm just admiring the views, of course. And that district, again, is up the... I feel like that's up your alley because it has a lot of cool arcades there. There's a lot of great arcades across Tokyo and other parts of Japan. There's one we went to Osaka that was fucking amazing, but definitely recommend that for a video gamers. Super Potato is a great store, for example. There's other retro game stores, but that's very iconic. Great arcades and also other things that probably are what you're looking for, and I would definitely recommend that district of Tokyo at least.
また道が
I enjoyed the views as well. Maybe Katie did too. I think it was like a muscle made like cafe too that my friend recommended. We didn't do it though. There's a few things we'll definitely do the next time around. I definitely really wanted to. We passed by some karaoke bars, but I'm not trying to blame Katie at all on this issue, but she's a little more hesitant about that. But that's something I definitely would want to do next time is go to a karaoke bar. There was like one off the beaten path by our hotel. We went to in Osaka, we went to what they call a weird hotel, and the Henaka Hotel, and they have robotic raptors. We did that for a couple nights. It is kind of a tourist trap, but we had fun staying there as well. If I could recommend another type of place to stay at. And I believe we stayed at God. Okay, I guess I need to be more attentive. Hey, who knows? Japanese men can also be pretty attractive too. I mean, that's true. And I think the craziest thing is we saw people up pretty late. Like even old people were out and about at like 10. We first stayed in the Chiba district in Tokyo. That was like our first leg of the journey, and our first exposure was in Chiba, which is actually not too far from where Tokyo Disney is. Even though I debated going to like Universal Studios Tokyo and Tokyo Disney because I heard they were both amazing. We ended up not doing that because I wanted to do more stuff locally in the towns that we were staying at. So I kind of spared what would have been a day or two to do these other things instead, like go to Nara and see the really cool temples and feed the deer, do things like that versus going to Universal with the time we had. Definitely next time we go there, I would love to check that stuff out as an addendum. But if you have the time, definitely add those on. But yeah, I don't know why I just went off on that. But the Chiba district is close to Tokyo Disney, which is why I mentioned that in the first place. There you go, going back. But Chiba is a really cool part of Tokyo as well. Not quite as like crazy as Akihabara or anything like that, but it was a great first leg. 7-Elevens are fucking amazing. The egg salad sandwiches, the corn. We had like this oh fuck, accidentally hit the trigger and scared myself in the process. I'm gonna do another save here. One second here. I'm trying to remember. Stamina. That's the sanity. Is the flowers. So we're good with sanity. Okay. No, their 7-Elevens are... You could get so much fucking good food there. The first night we were there, like, we came on... we left 1 p.m. 1 p.m. here. Hold on, let me remember this. I think our flight was at... Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Not sorry. Come back to me. Our flight was like 3 p.m. here, which in Japan is 13. For if you're Eastern Standard Time, Japan is 13 hours ahead. So right now it's 11:36 p.m. here. In Japan, it would be oh god, I'm gonna get confused. You flip it to 11 a.m. It'll be 12:30 p.m. there, but the next day. So it's in the middle of the day right now in Japan. When it's midnight here, it's gonna be 1 p.m. over there. And so when we did our flight, which was like a 16-hour flight, we got there what would have been like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. here. We ended up getting there like 5, 6 p.m. there. And it was crazy. Like, the craziest part was traveling back. We left there at like 6 p.m. We got back there the same day, just 30 minutes later. Like, it was 6:30 p.m. So we traveled. It was so the time jumps are so weird, but it's so cool. But the 7-Elevens were amazing. Definitely would hit those up. I know that sounds weird to recommend, but I definitely would say it.
いるか？
なんだ相棒。
今のこの状況、いつまでも宇宙船総ごっこをしていたい。私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。
だったら互いの頬をつねり合ってみるか。
いや、自分の方法くらい自分でつねれる。
残念だが夢じゃないみたいだな。
There you go. That's what I was trying to fix earlier. Seamless, I know. This is a game that Shu and I played together when we were kids. Basically, aliens known as the Galactic Imperium would arrive in UFOs in droves, and we would fight them to protect the town. Playmates would come and go. We called them new recruits and fallen ones, respectively. In the end, Shu and I were the only ones left standing to combat the Galactic Imperium. Again, that art's cute as hell. That art is so fucking cute. The production value is top tier. That is for sure. Am I missing something else? Ah, there we go. More stuff on Shu. Shu's always had a vast knowledge of plants and flowers, so his nickname came to be Professor Horticulture. He has so many aspirations for his future. He wants to be a gardener, a herbalist, Masutake, a farmer, and a member of the Space Army. Shu comes from a long line of pharmacists, with his grandmother still working as one. Following where a town doctor was finally able to open an actual practice. Before that, the DIYs, probably mispronouncing that, sorry, were said to have been stand-in doctors. As Shu was a grandma's boy, he spent a lot of time learning about various types of plants, flowers, or medicinal herbs that seemed to have sparked his interest in medicine, which eventually led to him learning his first aid. It seems that he was interested in learning first aid because of his family lineage as pharmacist and to fulfill his duty of being a member of the Space Army. Make sure to explore everything, by the way, in these open world sections. A lot of side stuff to find. Thank you. Fox mask. A mysterious man wears a fox mask. He never takes it off, so I feel I have yet to see his true self. He has such a refined air about him. I think he must come from a very well-off family. For whatever reason, he seems to know me well and treat me kindly. He almost like a prince from a fairy tale. In fact, this whole situation is like a story from a book. Who are you? Why are you leading me down this path? All right. Let's check things out. Very mysterious. for it again? I do have the puzzle set on hard mode, so even though the action is story or easier, I made the puzzles harder, so that may be not the best idea, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Vern. Oh, it's a rice field? Oh. Oh yeah, the moon is the durability. I almost forgot about that. Shit. You will not be able to free yourself from enemies' grasp if they successfully grab you. When grabbed by enemy, your health and stamina will drop significantly. Be sure to stay aware of your surroundings. If your chosen story is typically level, being grabbed by enemies will not cost your current max any. Thank God. Wait, okay, it's that. I did the same. I don't think they were overwhelming, but definitely makes you think. Yeah. I do like. Alright, I do have to say, like, the one thing I do love. I have another one. Thank God. The one thing I will say, though, that I love is you could set you could change different parameters of the game's difficulty, such as if you want your puzzles to be harder or easier, if you want the action part to be harder or easier. I know a few more games are doing that, but I do love that they give you that choice. So it's not some uniform hard, medium, easy, or whatever. You could actually make a certain part of the game that you enjoy, whether it's action, you can make that harder. If you think you love that part of Dark Souls, like your Dark Souls theme, for example, but you don't care about puzzles, you can make that easier, or vice versa, as I did here, making action easy and making the puzzles harder. Like, I do like that flexibility to kind of decide what kind of game challenge you want and where. I do appreciate that. Ooh, the vibes right now are... Oh, that was fucking creepy. Oh. That movement from behind that alone, I got goosebumps. That was fucking creepy. Keep it wrong, but sorry. I got another one. We're all good. Okay. What's that? Thank God. The puzzles, I think, are my favorite part about Resident Evil Silent Hill. Me too. And the weird thing is like, I know Dead Space doesn't have a lot of puzzles, but the thing I love about like a game like Dead Space, which I love Dead Space, especially 1 and 2, is I love the action. So those two, Dead Space is like an example of a horror franchise that I love the action of the game, the battles of the game, and it didn't really have a lot of puzzles, but that was the focus point, Whereas this, I do, I'm not saying the combat's bad, but I do prefer like the puzzles and obviously the atmosphere of this game in comparison. Whereas Dead Space is scary, and I find it scary, and I do love the story of, especially the first Dead Space. But that one, I definitely love the action that one a bit more. You need to. Dead Space 2 is really good too, but Dead Space 1, and I played the remake through, is one of my favorite horror games of all time. Like, Dead Space is great. I don't want to spoil anything, but it has some things going for it in the story department as well. Like, Dead Space 1 is such a fucking good game. Highly recommend. Would I recommend the remake or the OG? I would go, here's the funny part. The OG is such a good looking game, it still holds up. But the remake did not really bastardize anything, and it did a good job of cleaning things up. So I probably would say the remake, because the remake, of course, looks better visually and sound-wise, and they did clean up some of the awkwardness of the combat. I would say the remake. But if you like got a copy of the OG, I still will say that holds up to this day. I have the OG copy right here that I would not even mind playing. But if I had the choice right now, like never playing it, I think the remake does a really good job. And remake is not a bastardization of it to any extent where like I'm not afraid to recommend the remake. Yeah, the story, they didn't touch the story as much. Now the main character Isaac Clarke is in the original is silent. In the remake, they make him talk, but in my opinion, the dialogue they gave him did not hurt the story, nor did it, for me, hurt him as a character, because Isaac does talk in the OG versions of Dead Space 2 and 3. So them kind of revisiting the remake and giving him a voice in certain parts, I do not think is a problem. Now, if that's a turnoff for you and you're just like, I like the idea of a silent protagonist, then play the OG. But the remake does make him have dialogue, which was not the case in the original version. But I do not think his dialogue hurts the story, nor does it hurt the game, in my opinion. Playing through the OG first and then playing this remake. So they did not hurt the story. I feel like I prefer when the main character talks, makes you feel more connected to him. Yeah. If that's the case, play the remake. But yeah, the story is a gem. They did not hurt the story in the remake. But I do want to mention that there is a big shift with the main character not being a silent protagonist in the remake where he was in the original. It's kind of confusing because they did not make him a silent protagonist in the sequels, which is why I think that's why the remake did what it did, is because he talked in the sequels, you know? And if you love Dead Space 1 a lot, play Dead Space 2 because Dead Space 2 is so fucking good as well. The third one has co-op, which is fun. The third one, though, unfortunately, is weaker in terms of the gameplay and the story. It's not terrible. Like, the first one's like an A+, the second one's like an A+. The third one's like a B. You know, so you're talking about games that I think are like super top tier, and then you're talking about like a grade lower, right? So it's noticeable difference, but I don't think it's a terrible game. It's, you know, so obviously if you go 1 and 2, once you get to the third one, I don't think you're going to hate it, but I think the general opinion is kind of a misstep. I still... Oh, sorry, I got to look at the map. I still think... Go this way. I still think the third one's a good game. It's not a great game, but I think the problem is when the first two are so fucking good, the expectations get through the roof, right? And so when the third one didn't meet those expectations and took maybe a step or half step back in some areas, it becomes way more noticeable. I think if the third one came out as like a solo game, I think honestly a lot of people would have probably given it higher ratings and would have enjoyed it more. But I mean, the first two Dead Space games were kind of instant classics, so the third one kind of had the card stack up against it. Oh, I'm okay. I see through your phone. I hope your phone is good. Whoa! Alright, I don't want to fight right now because I don't think I have a lot of durability left in my weapons. In the weapon I have, so... Oh, fuck. I'm going to try to run. Fuck me. Oh, I could have... Whatever. Oh, I'm so fucked. I'm gonna try to kill this thing and hope it won't destroy the weapon. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh shit, I made a mistake. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna run. Run! Anything here. X. I'm hitting X. Oh, shit. Does it fall back? No, it doesn't. The legend Abisu Goika monster Awakakashi. Awakakashi, probably mispronounced that. 50 Ways to Sunday. Long ago, there was a sighting of a scarecrow monster known as the Awakakashi here in Ibisioka. It appeared one sweltering summer day deep within the crop fields, dancing a most peculiar of dances like a ripple of hot air. You're stressing me out. Necrophorts, right? Those things that creep me the hell out. Yeah, the Necromorphs in Dead Space. Oh my god, great fucking design. And Dead Space is very much influenced by two horror movies, which you may have seen. Aliens, great movie. And The Thing, another great movie. And not to mention Japanese trip, when we flew back from Japan, I watched The Thing on my tablet during that flight back. And for a long flight, it actually wasn't that bad. We took Japan Airway. Yeah, Japan Air. And it was fucking amazing. The food was great. The service was great. And yes, I am sorry to stress you out here. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, I need to use health. I need to use health. Hold on. I can't use health right now, can I? I need to... Oh, no. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy. Bandage up, bitch. Bandage up fast. Alright. Where am I? Okay, just go up. I knew you were going to say The Thing. Definitely got those vibes when I said, yeah, The Thing's a fucking great movie. And the Necromorphs are definitely inspired by that. But yeah, Dead Space, fucking great. I don't have that on my marathon list, but that may not be a bad game to play Halloween Eve. And the reason why is the first time I ever played Dead Space was on Halloween Day. I was dressed up as Heath Ledger's Joker. I should find this photo. I was dressed up as Heath Ledger's Joker. Did stuff with my friends. I got back still in the makeup because I didn't want to wash it off because it took a lot of work. And here I was in Heath Ledger Joker makeup playing Dead Space, the original on the Xbox 360 for the first time. And it was such a fucking great game to play on Halloween for the first time. So maybe for Halloween Eve, I'll actually play Dead Space. That might be one of my ideas. Thing is such a good movie. Oh my god, that ambiguous ending haunts me to this. It's so good. It's so good. I'm glad they never made a direct sequel to it. They toyed with that. That like probed that mystery. That should stay as a mystery. Whether or not if they're both human, if they're neither of them, one of them is not human, or who is not human. That's always such a great ending to the thing. Oh fuck! Where did she come from? I am sucking so bad right now. Oh, wow.
この気持ち悪いのには触るなよ。毒があるかもしれない。右の庭から回ってこっちに来い。
わかった。
Me too. Studios are getting way too comfortable ruining the satisfaction of not knowing. That is so true. Not knowing is the best part of a lot of things, a lot of movies. The mystery is what makes it worth knowing. Like a great movie with a great mysterious ending, Inception. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen it, see that movie. Inception's ending, again, is one of those endings that makes you have dialogue with whoever else watches that movie with you. Makes you have like debates. And it's one of those perfect type of endings, you know? God, I love Inception. Now I'm just thinking about Inception. Alright, this folio stores health. Definitely going to keep that. I have to remember what some of these items do, actually. Sorry, I sound so dumb saying it out loud, but let me make sure. So I need a weapon. That helps your sanity. This also helps your sanity. Oh, I need to use a toolkit. Okay, duh. Almost forgot about toolkits. This is why I look. This great restores health. Is Yoka. Okay. Okay. This I know does sanity and health, but slightly. Got it. We're going to use a toolkit right now to repair the weapon, which I should have done before. There we go. Annihilation, too, if you haven't seen it. Oh, my God. Annihilation is also a really great movie. All I heard was sex and Japan travels. That's exactly what you heard, Mr. Supergon. Yep, that's pretty much all we talked about. This game's totally wait up simulator, and it's hilarious. Listen. God, this is so... But I love the vibes of this game so far. I mean, haven't played too much of it. I should play more of this game, though. This is why I was like, if I'm doing a Are You Afraid Dork stream tonight, I need it to be Silent Hill F. Hope you're having a good night, Niorusta. I said it like a Japanese person for some reason. Oh, shit. Alright, sorry. I just want to make sure we see... Cinemax, I'm trying to be a good boy. Make sure you see the game. I find sometimes people in the cutscene just run as fast as they can before it cuts back to gameplay. Alright. Oh, shit. Where's the window? Is this I need to fight the boss battle, or is this I need to run battle? Wow. That is fucking off design. The pustules, the flop. Oh, is that a mouth in the middle of it? I'm trying to see if you open up a window. I feel like this is just a boss battle that I need to partake in. Oh, I'm close to the actual stop as far as I said, maybe 20 minutes away. I'll keep driving. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Hey, have a safe drive. Whatever you got to do, stay safe, Mr. Silvergon. Thank you. I haven't finished yet, but I feel like that might be implying something. Every cutscene ends with her going to follow her friends to find out they didn't wait for her. I haven't either, but that's my guess as well. That's fucking, yeah, that's what I'm getting. You see her friends, they say something. I love you. Well, not love you. He's either partner shoe, and then he's like, peace, bitch. I'm just wondering if you open up a window for me. I really don't care. Yeah, I need to fight this thing. This is a fight. Fuck. I did not sign up for Dark Souls. Gotta look at the stamina. Gotta remember the stamina. And the focus. Oh. God, it's dark outside. Playing a good fucking horror game. Oh. Shit. I was getting too big for my britches, laying all the hits. Oh, shit! Fuck me. Okay, I learned something today. Even on easy difficulty, I'm sucking major ass right now. Wait, is he dead? Oh my fucking god, a great time to die. Thank you. It's like they actually just vanish. Move myself a little bit off here. Not the game. Me. There we go. Wait. Is this what I need to do? I don't know. Oh, fuck me. Okay. So is the point of me trying to just knock it out and just pull this thing up? I think so. Yeah, because there's no window here. Yeah, that's what I needed to do. I just wasn't really doing the right thing at the start like a dumbass. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Yeah. I'm gonna learn the hard way. Don't know if I saved recently, but we'll find out. Fuck. This game is just a stress fest. It is. I thought I was done, so I used my health pack like a dumbass. I almost want to like reload where I was before. Oh, I'm so bummed. Oh, camera. I suck. Can you just go down? Just take it like it. You go down? Go down? Gonna pull more water up? Alright, now I know what I'm doing. No bullshit. No dicking around here. No talking about random stuff right now. God, I wasted so many items though. Probably not the wisest play for sure. Oh, that was stressful though. You know, oh, thank you for letting me know that. You know what's... Oh, shit. Wait, I press X. I need to go. Bye.
なんとかな。
よかった。純子さんに頼まれたんだ。何があってもお前を守れってな。
お姉ちゃんが？
ずいぶん前の話さ。さあ、行こうぜ。
行こう。
All right. Man's getting quick with that cutscene transition. Oh, I am getting good. You know me. Try to keep it profesh. I want to make sure you guys... You know it's a little late in the stream near the end, but I want to make sure, you know, some of these cutscenes are more enjoyed, you know? You get the full view, not just my random face over some text, you know? I actually saw a Japanese horror movie recently for the first time, or the American remake of it, but it was directed by the person who did the original version, what I was informed by a good friend, Noah. On October 1st at midnight, I saw The Grudge for the first time. Never seen it. Fucking amazing. How the movie was told, I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but it's in non-linear fashion. It's the way it's told, I guess, the only thing I'll say. But it's a really good movie. I really enjoyed that movie. Oh, thanks for saying my face is beautiful, Nate. Hey, I got the compliments. All right, I'm gonna go save. Definitely gonna save off here. Oh man. Okay. Now I need to remember. Oh, yeah. Definitely gonna offer this. I think now I'm up to 470. Oh, perfect. Which means I could draw Omamori. I need to see The Grudge. If you like Japanese horror, you need to watch Gonjiam Haunted Asylum. I never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm trying to watch more horror movies this month. I'll have to check that out then. Working my way back through all the Ju-on films as much. Oh, hell yeah. I need to check this stuff out. I need to definitely watch another J horror movie. Amamori Plum. Increases max stamina. This may not be a bad one. The one I have right now is like reduces damage you take when you dodge. But I do always run into... I don't play too many games where there's a stamina meter in these days and age. I know this is a very Elden Ring / Dark Soul mechanic, but it's not something that really informs a lot of my current games, I guess. So for me, I always feel like I'm running into the wall, just running out of stamina and not paying too much attention, which I should be paying attention to stamina. But this may be very helpful for me, essentially is what I'm trying to say, in a long roundabout way. Oh, Neo Russa says Gojam is great. My favorite found footage movie is extremely scary. Yeah, it's really something else, especially towards the end. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, all right. I'm going to put that on. I'm also going to put on Crow Country as a game I might play for either the Halloween Eve stream I'm going to do, or next Friday's Horror Game Marathon stream. Yes, plug, sorry. 3 p.m. Eastern, 10-hour Horror Game Marathon for American Heart Association. I may play Crow Country as one of the 10 games. I'm going to definitely have to put that in notes. Thank you for those suggestions, everybody. Fuck yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to think right now what I need to do. Okay. Cool. Yeah, in the right direction. On my third playthrough there, just too much to find, so much to find. I mean, I'm definitely going to look into it. You got my interest. You also had me reveal 3 of the 10 games I'm going to play for the charity marathon. But I'm not going to reveal any more than those 3. Which I'll reveal again. I'm going to play Silent Hill F next Friday during the marathon. So I'll play more of this. The other one I'm thinking about playing is Killer Frequencies and Poppy's Playground Chapter 2. Those are the 3 of the 10 I will review. The other ones I'm not going to reveal. And there's a number of games like Killer Frequencies that I never played before, and I'm going to keep it that way so that I have some first-time plays happening during that charity marathon. Crow Country is perpetually next on my retro survival horror list. Hoping to get it soon, but Tormented Souls 2 is in a little over the week. Ooh, Neo Ristowitz. I need to check that out too. I need to check out so much stuff. I actually finally played Marvel's Cosmic Invasion today, and not only that. Oh, talking about Emmas, I got an Emma right here. Ooh, a real Emma too. The other demo I played today was No Players Online. I don't know if you checked that out yet. That was an unexpected, scary game. I didn't know why. I didn't look much into it. I just downloaded it. And it made me jump a few times. That was actually, No Player Online was actually pretty cool from what I played from the demo. Well, it looks like Nate's asking Neo a question, which is, did you play Signalist? It's probably his favorite indie survival horror. I have yet to play these games. I wish I was way more endowed with the knowledge for when it gets into more of the indie sphere. But I will call myself out and say I need to get good and get on some more of the smaller titles. You know, I played a few, but I'm definitely not a. Again, I'll use the word well endowed for some weird reason with the knowledge that I should be having. Okay, I think we need to move this. No Players Online is so freaky. That thing slowly creeping towards you, creeping out. It is so fucking good. From what I played, it was so fucking good. Okay. Go up and around. I had a demo for No Players Online for a year and a half, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Caught a bit of the stream earlier, and now I plan to plan it for next sets. Yes. Oh shit! Here we go.
ここで遊んだのいつの頃だっけな。
懐かしいね、ここ。幼い頃、この辺りで迷ってワンワン泣いた記憶がある。
お前が泣くとこが想像できないぜ。
もうずいぶん長いこと泣いた記憶がない。
お前は何でも我慢して心に溜め込む悪い癖があるからな。春にはメダカやオタマジャクシ捕まえたっけ。水が気持ちよかったな。田んぼで遊んで泥だらけになって怒られたこともあったっけ。
こんな状況なのに懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出す。
今ではどれも懐かしいな。辛くなったらいつでも泣けよ。俺が絶対に相談に乗ってやるからな。
ありがとう、マイ
よし、行こうぜ。霧が深いね。リンクのやつ無事だといいんだが。
Oh wow.
相棒
Okay, that was pretty creepy, pretty illustrative. Hanako needs a therapist for real. That's true. Neo Rustic says, I keep getting stuck near the beginning like a noob and forgetting to come back. This reference is Signalist. I swear I started 2 or 3 times now, but it's high on the list, so I'll definitely go back. Have you? Never mind. I read your message again. Glad to hear it's great. And if you're wondering, I can't do green screens when I have the lights off, so hope you guys don't mind sans green screen for these type of streams, but that's the sacrifice we have to make. Oh, I'm gonna lower this a little bit too. Sorry, doing a little studioing. There we go. The high pitched noise is pretty low. Can you even imagine how I feel? I'll put on my polite smile for now. Field. Can you oh, sorry. Wow. Yeah, Silent Hill does not disappoint with atmosphere, sound design, or creature design. Pretty sure these are creatures. I have a feeling. Yep. Fuck. I said that and I still got attacked because I'm dumb. Oh! Okay, James, you suck. Can't dodge while you're healing. It's one of those. Alright, that's different. I got stuck on the beginning like 3 to 4 times, powered through. I need to play Tormented Souls for a second. These are different enemies even though they look similar. Be careful. Yeah, they're very different. Okay. Read the note in Scarecrow. Did I miss one? Did I read the note? Right? I read this one, right? Can you imagine how I feel? I put on my polite smile for now, unless you meant something else. Oh, this is what you meant. My bad. Shit! Look at their feet. Their feet are also scythe too. It's not charging it up all the way that's needed, but still got it. Oh, I must have missed that. My bad. This puzzle had me pretty stumped at one point. Still Still didn't really see how I was supposed to figure one of them out without looking it up. Yeah, the Emma puzzle is pretty challenging too, or the one that pretty early on with the Fox Mask, which is why I pull up my Emma here. You haven't seen that part, so I was like, oh, I know those things. This guy's double-faced. I hear movement for sure. Oh, fuck that. There we go. Charge up my max attack, bitch. It's very intuitive, but definitely possible, just very hard. Got to hit during it. I feel like the flash makes me want to dodge, even though it's for counterattack indication, and it just. I don't think I'm doing too well. Yeah, it's one of those where after I thought I can kind of see how that makes sense, but there's no way I was going to make that connection. Okay. This is the same spot that I've been in. Oh wait, the doll. The field that's all misty is really scary. I keep thinking someone's there, but it's always just a scarecrow with a creepy face. But there's one scarecrow that's not actually scary. The one reason it's making a scary face is because it got a thorn sticking into it, and it's hurt. So that's all you have to do is take the thorn out, and it'll tell you which way to go. But don't get close to the really scary scarecrow. Someone said there's a monster who's only pretending to be a scarecrow that likes eating little kids. Okay, that's creepy. The clues are pretty ambiguous. I also feel like multiple scarecrows lined up with the hints in the later puzzle here. Ah. I was taking things out of them, so that's... I'm assuming that's like taking the thorns out, just to take the thorn out of the right one is what I'm assuming I need to do. Is there a way to... I missed something here. Like, can I not get the doll? My bad, maybe I'm just being a dummy. Huh. That's not like a prompt, but maybe I'm just going crazy. I believe in James. Use that big brain of yours. Oh my god. I got 10 minutes. Because of bedtime. I do definitely, I'm going to play this again for a stream. Next week. For sure. Oh god, why did that scare me? A piece came in front of the camera and that made me jump a little bit. So I already... Sorry, I'm just reading that now. Alright. How many things do I have? Might as well just top off a little bit. Use resources I have, right? Those are good for your sanity. God, I've really used up too much stuff. Huh. This one. Okay, nope. That's not the right one. God, the way they move, though. Oh. Twisted body horror there. Oh, oh. Oh, no. Oh, I actually killed it. Okay. I actually did better than I thought I did. I feel subconscious to use the last one, but... Alright, so I already played with some of these guys. They pop up and try to kill me, right? Is this just gonna work back? It's gonna be a loop? No, it's just a wall. Tell you brute force is probably about just killing everything. I think that's what I'm doing almost. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was kind of cool.
さっきも通った。
That was actually really cool. Alright, so I've... Sorry. You'd think I'd be better at this, but nah. Okay. So... I messed with a few of these already, right? I basically touched that one. I messed that guy in the corner. I think I messed with this guy. I see the clue now. It's polite smile. Duh. Now, which of these have? That looks like a smile, right? Nope. I saw a smile, I got excited. Fuck you. Now you're dead. Okay. Oh, fuck. That looks like a smile. Trying to hold back from giving too many hints. The best part is figure out yourself. I get it. And especially if it's so obvious to, like, this is how I feel. If something's so obvious of an answer and you see someone kind of like, let's say running to a wall, you're like, come on, man. It said blue dot. Why are you looking at all the red numbers? It's like, look behind you, motherfucker. One of those kind of moments, so I get that. Especially me, something being kind of dumb. This one has a smile. So I'm going to try. There we go. That's fucking right. That's right. Flashcards, okay. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Duh, of course it said polite smile on the face. You guys were right about what you said about this puzzle. I don't think this one is very obvious, honestly. I think it's just because I've already solved it. Alright, so it's pointing me out this way. I'm so screwed. I need to find health. Oh god, the audio. Hopefully I'm going the right way. I'm so screwed. I am so screwed. Wait a second. I heard sucking ass and this girl moaning. That's not this type of stream right now. That's a different Are You Afraid of the Dork? And that stream is tomorrow. Can you imagine how I feel? What it's like to have been decided for by you. What it's like to have been deceived by you for so long. Oh man. I need to find some help. Please. Damn it. That's not for health. That's for sanity. These are both stamina. All these four are stamina. Okay. Right now, honestly, I did the same thing James did and just brushed past note and started pulling all the nails out. I feel like that's just kind of how it is. So this note is deception, right? Can you imagine how I feel? What it's like to have been deceived by you for so long. This one's stabbed in the back. The other ones are not stabbed in the back, right? That seems like someone that's been deceived. This person's been deceived and taken. Fuck yeah. I figured that out on my own. I am so smart. I am so smart. No, I'm not. That's what I said to you when I saw you so scared. Alright, that way. I don't have too much time left, but we gotta go. This is a cool puzzle though. I just wish I didn't suck so bad and basically use all my items that I shouldn't have used so early in terms of health. That's the only thing that's really giving me anxiety right now is just finding a save point or, you know, something to heal. Or else I will be sucking ass and being moaning. That high-pitched sound, I hope you guys can hear that. It's just the droning sound is definitely adding to the unease. I love it. Sucking ass stream when? Well, I'm not kidding when I say this. I have a special plan for Fridays because it won't be spooky season anymore for Friday streams coming November. I won't be sucking ass or being ass sucked or anything like that, but let's just say it's going to be a little different and a little more raunchy come this November on Friday nights. Uh-oh. Someone's saying best viewers. You know what that means. Suspicious user. Ban. Suck ass Fridays, let's go. If you can't tell, I'm down for some raunch. It's not gonna be called Suck Ass Fridays, but I'll be doing something very interesting and raunchy on Friday nights in November. Can you even imagine how I feel? He never once looked at me the way he looked at you. Not once. So he looks at you, not at me. Now the question is, am I picking that person that's being looked at or the person that's not being looked at is essentially what I'm wondering. Can you even imagine how I feel? He never once looked at me the way he looked at you. Not once. Okay. Okay, so he's looking. Okay, he's looking at her, and she's looking at him. Like, what the fuck, right? That almost feels like the choice. Okay, she is looking at him. They're looking at each other. She is looking at him. They look at each other. He's looking at her. She's not being looked at by any guy, so I'm gonna guess her. Yeah, unambiguous. I hope I'm correct, because I don't really have any health. Oh, fuck yeah. I wonder why I called you over. Oh, fuck. Times like this, these are well-designed puzzles. And the reason why, and it is unambiguous, don't get me wrong, but it's once you kind of put it together, it seems so, it makes you feel smarter, right? It feels like, oh man, I'm Detective Batman. I'm fucking a genius. I'm Albert Einstein. But it feels so satisfying to solve these puzzles. Oh. She let her badonkadonk out, but maybe not in the way I wanted to. I just want to find health or a save point, because I may have to end the stream soon. I'm safe at the top now. Oh, hell yeah. I hope you have a great trip. Great safe trip. I had to say Prime did where I didn't know if they were talking about the guy or the girl, but it's pretty satisfying. Are you doing special streams on Fridays? Are we doing special streams on Fridays? Well, with jelly or syrup? Whoa! I don't know if I'm doing like that. There's it's like a little bit of raunch, but not that much, not to that extent. It's not like you have to go to Pornhub or something. Do you have like 1 or 2 left? Then there should be a save. Oh wait, is that, now is this health? Okay, well, I found health at least. That makes me less nervous. Oh, some people like ranch. Alright. Can you even imagine how I feel? You've always been such an eyesore. She's looking down. You've always been such an eyesore. No. 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 The one thing that's what's different than the others. Oh, fuck you! Oh, shit. There you go. Battle Royale on your ass, bitch. Alright, I think it's this one. She's looking down. It's like an eyesore. Now, where's the, where's the thing? Maybe she's not the one. Oh, there it is. Fuck, that was wrong. I was wrong. I thought I was so smart. I was on a roll there, too. I was like, oh, I'm a genius. I know what to do. At least these are easier to kill, thank God. Weirdos, I tell you. Alright, so which fucking one is it?
これが壊れたらどうする?
Well, it's not this one. Oh, it's not the one in the middle, right? Oh, this is one I already messed with, yeah. And what could it be? Eyesore. That one's not staring. Huh. Maybe this one's looking dissatisfied? Hell fucking yeah, okay. Good thing these die quick. Once you take a pin out, it goes away, I think. Yeah. Whew. That movement, though. need a save point, please. Come on. I'm Japanese schoolgirl. Honoka Schwarzenegger. Wait, is there more? I'm going the right way, right? I think so. I think I am. Did I fuck up? Bitch. Of course.
さっきも通った。
Wait, you heard me even heard him too. Do you know how it feels for a smile when staring at that disgusting face of yours? Wait, that's new. Okay. Yeah. Can you imagine how I feel? You hurt me and even hurt him too. You hurt me and hurt him too. Do you know how it feels to force a smile when I'm staring at the disgusting face of yours? You hurt me, him. Oh. I'm so fucked. Fuck, I am so... Oh, fucked. So close. Is it? Where does it put me? Some rude ass scarecrows. That's another puzzle back there. I think you have one more. Is it the same spot? All right. Thank God. Hit the rewind button. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pick you. Nope, wrong. Wow. I was doing better last time. What? All right, I think this might be a sign. I think I'm gonna have to put the system in rest mode and address this another time, because we have some early morning shenanigans tomorrow that I must tend to, unfortunately, so I gotta get up a little bit earlier. Hold on one second, let me hit the get out of here. Don't you do it. Oh, you heard. Oh, you didn't know. But I want to say this, guys. Whatever you do, James, don't feel pressure finished. Oh, thank you. Hong Kong 97 is one of the games. Oh, no, it ain't. I just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Twitch Sunday. Thank you, Mr. Ron. Thank you, Neo Rooster. Thank you to all the lurkers for watching this. And if you're watching this down the road on youtube.com/RedButtonJeffist, welcome. Thank you so much. And don't worry, I will play this game again for a stream at least next Friday during the charity marathon for American Heart Association. 10 horror games, 10 hours. starting 3 p.m. Eastern, October 24th. If you want to see more scary stuff, at least next Friday. And then we're doing something Halloween Eve as well. And I should be streaming next Thursday, but a throwback game, so old school game. So hope you guys can join me for that as well. Almost time to start my 23rd horror film this month. Anyway, I hope it's a doozy. And thanks for giving me an entertaining night. Oh, you're welcome, Nate. Thank you for all the kind comments and being a badass and everything else. Love talking to you. And Mr. Ron, thank you for keeping you awake for 2.5 hours. I'm glad I didn't put you to sleep. Usually I put people to sleep, but I'm glad I kept you awake on your road. Have a safe trip and have a great time. Keep kicking ass, guys. Oh, good horror movie since you talk about it. Hold on, I'll listen to this. Well, you got my attention now. Have a good night. Ooh. I might hit the stop button. Watch Edition. Thank you for that as well. I got some recommendation. Crow Country's another one too. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye.